Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. Woo! I'm going to give you a minute to jump on here while I sit around here and scream a little bit. What a day already. It must be March Madness. I am so excited to get to connect with you today, right here, right now. TTIN, the time is now, right here, right now. Jump on, introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from. How long have you been with us? Sorry about that. I'm so excited to have us together for the next 30 minutes, and I'm really looking forward to talking about our game plan for March. Now, if you are a brand new distributor, drop that in the comments below. If you've been with us and sorry, we already said how long. You know, if you're a executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential ambassador, double ambassador, you know what to do. Drop that in the comment below. This is for everybody. And when Mark said earlier it's a leadership call, that's because every single one of you, if you aren't leading already, you'll start leading now. Whether having a title doesn't make you a leader. Doing the right thing, setting the right example, having the right attitude, that makes you a leader. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I see you guys jumping on here. Hi, Susie. I see you, Jessica. So good to see you. You know, I've got my French Bulldogs helping me do the live today. As you can hear them barking in the background, they're excited too. They're like, it's March Madness. Whose lives are going to be changed this month? And you know what's interesting? I want to give you kind of we're going to talk about short-term goals, but we're also going to talk about long-term vision. And the reason I say that is because, especially for those of you that are new right now, or you're really just getting going and you're seeing things start to really climb, I want you to know that everything you see this month is one thing, but what you do today and every day this month is planting seeds for the future of what you are creating here. And so, you know, short-term goals, what do you want? How many people are you going to help get Ruby? Are you going to go Ruby? How many people are you going to help go Diamond? Are you going to go Diamond? You know, those are short-term goals. I'm going to complete my steps. I'm going to sign so many distributors. I'm going to help 3 new distributors get that Ruby bonus, et cetera, et cetera. What I want you to know is that goals are short-term, and long-term vision is everything we do right now is also going to impact the long-term. So lots of things to talk about. I will say, if you want to know the promotions and things happening this month, I want you to go back and watch Mark's live this morning. We did that at about 10:15, 10:20 this morning, giving you all the announcements. So I'm going to briefly touch on those high level, okay? I'm also going to tell you, make sure you get in the eSuite document library to see the rules of things like the winner's circle. I'm going to clean something up here too for our VIPs doing beta testing on this new influencer app that we're putting in the Connect app. But I'm going to hit this real high level, okay? Here we go. Number 1, bank it bonuses. Existing distributors can earn a diamond and a double bank it bonus this month. The diamond bonus being $10,000, the double being $20,000. That is for all existing distributors. There is no emerald bonus on the table right now for existing distributors who didn't hit emerald by the end of February. But you know what? For those of you that just missed it, don't sit around and sulk and be disappointed. Go right after diamond. Get diamond. Why wouldn't you go after diamond? Remember, a winning mindset is one that knows there's going to be difficulties, disappointments, challenges along the way. It's what you do with that. And the best thing you can do is just get up and get right after the next thing. Now, I am going to bring some things out of our book. By the way, who's reading Win the Day with us? We are reading Win the Day. We are going live in our pages on a regular basis. We're using it on our coaching calls. We're using it in our one-on-ones and small group calls, whether you realize it or not. What a great book by Mark Batterson. And I'm going to pull a couple of things today as we talk about how we're going to get after this month. And you guys, I want you to know that often the most gratifying, the most difficult things are the most difficult things. The most gratifying things are the absolute most difficult things. I can remember some of the toughest classes I had in high school and college, but you know what? They absolutely brought me the most confidence. They gave me the most confidence. So realize the most difficult things often become our most gratifying moments. And I want you to know that while this goal that you're setting for this month, this long-term vision you have for your career with It Works, isn't going to be easy, it is going to be worth it. It will be gratifying. I can promise you that. And you've got to have some clarity. You've got to have some clarity this month. So let's talk about that for a minute. Well, maybe we'll talk about that after I finish giving you the announcements. You guys can see I'm excited to get you rocking and rolling for this month, right? Oh, I see New Zealand in the house. I love that. Welcome, Joan. Okay, so we've got existing DTs can earn a Bankit bonus for going diamond or double. We also have new DTs that join this month from the 1st through the 31st. Longest month. This is a big month, guys, and I love it because it's long. For those of you that mentioned, February is so short. If we just had a couple days, this is your time. This is your month. New DTs, they have 2 months to go emerald and get their 5,000. 3 months to go diamond and get 10,000, and they have 4 months to go double diamond and earn $20,000. Those are new distributors, okay? And then again, Stackits can be earned on existing going diamond and double, and new distributors when they go emerald, diamond, or double in the time frame, the path that they've been given. So what I love about that is many of you are going to get a real taste of those bonuses starting this month, and I'm so excited for you in leadership to really, just to really experience that. And we know we're just getting started. A run doesn't happen accidentally. It does not, but it also doesn't happen magically. It's putting in the time. I had a Saturday, I got to go to my son's AAU basketball practice. We've got an AAU team for my oldest and youngest son. And, it just drives me crazy sometimes how much of the fundamentals are lacking in our game. And, we talked about that. And I want you to know the same is true in a business like this. The basics are absolutely foundational to having a strong business. And so, we're going to be getting after it this month, and we're going to be just, what are some of the basics? What are some of the things that we have to do to really get after it and create massive movement? Because it doesn't happen accidentally and it doesn't happen magically. We got to sign new customers. We got to bring on new DTs. We got to help them, gather customers, grow their team, start promoting up the ranks. We got to build that relationship. There's no shortcuts, folks. There's no shortcuts. And I love what the book said about success is never on sale. It's never on sale. It's going to require an incredible amount of sacrifice. But again, like we just said, that incredible sacrifice will also be incredibly gratifying at the same time. So as you can see here, I'm setting you up for something. We've given you Bankit bonuses, and we're now telling you get Stackit bonuses. Remember what Mark said. He just needed a path. He wasn't afraid of hard work. He just needed a path. And so Mike said earlier, success loves speed. And you know what? Success like what we have right here, there's no ceilings. There's no ceilings. So you can go as fast and as far as you want. But that doesn't happen accidentally, and that doesn't happen just magically. Oh, they're so lucky. Oh, we know what luck really is, right? And so this month, we want to make sure that you continue to build your network. No matter what, you got to keep building your network. That's what we're doing on Reels. That's what we're doing on TikTok. That's what we're doing with Host a Post. We're continuing to build relationships outside of our current network. What's our current network? Friends, family, acquaintances, people our kids do sports with, people we work out with, all the things we're involved in and the people that we know. That's our network. So how do we expand that network? Well, we get involved in new things, or loving the social selling world we're living in, we get involved in new groups. We start building relationships there. We start building relationships with followers, Host a Post, Reels, TikTok. And that's why that influencer app is going to be so, awesome now that we can have that internally going through our Connect app and being added to the leads and you being able to organize everything so you can send out messages, gather customers, distributors, invite them to our live prospect calls that we're each having. And reach out to your diamond and above leader and find out when those prospecting calls are happening. So as people are having interest in the business and connecting with you, you have a place to invite them and allow them to learn a little bit more beyond the messaging and the conversations that you're already having. So bank it and stack it bonuses. Also, we do have the pick 2, pick 3 back in March. Great way to not only upsell and get people ordering more, but what I always love about ordering more is they get more, the results are better. The results are faster because the synergy of the products work better together. And that pick 2, pick 3 is such a great price and gives them that opportunity to do that. We do have the Save 10 still, and we do have the free shipping on orders over $99. So I want to just reiterate that. And let me think what else. All right, just want to make sure that we are hitting all those housekeeping things real quick before we continue to transfer over to the March game plan. I did just want to reiterate with you the fact that we announced the winner's circle today, and you're going to want to read the rules of that because essentially there's going to be a total of 60 people that get to be a part of those winner's circles, okay? 40 of those simply earn it with the points. 10 of those are going to be coaches' picks. Points matter, but so do a lot of other things. We're looking how far you're climbing in the ranks. We're looking at, things like, are they on auto ship? Are people joining and getting their customers that they're working with? Are they also signing DTs? Are they helping them go Ruby? We're looking for all those things. Are they involved? Are they adding value? And so we look very closely at your production and points for the coaches' picks. But also the other group that we'll be including in those winner circles are some of our loyalty legacy, those that are making a career with It Works, right? Even if it's a part-time side hustle career, they've been with us for over 10 years. And we'll get a little bit more specific with those individuals as the time comes, but super excited. We'll announce winners in April. And then we will be hosting that event in May, and that's going to be epic. And I love the name of it, Winner's Circle. I want to know who plans to be a part of the Winner's Circle. After the premiere, I just knew we had to do things all throughout the year to create more opportunities for us to connect. And so, I can't promise who's all going to be there of who's going to win it. You might see me at one, you might see Mike at another, you might see Kyler at another, you might see Mark. We're not guaranteeing anybody. The international ones, I know it's something David's taken the lead on, and it will be virtual. Your way of getting included there is through the point system as well. We'll also include some legacy loyalty, and we'll also include some coaches picks, okay? And those will be various market specific, and you'll be able to read all that in the rules. And the last thing, we do have a beta test coming for our VIPs. Where's our VIPs at? If you're a VIP, one thing I want to just be very clear is, hi Tracy Chandler, how are you? VIPs in the US that speak English will get to beta test starting today. US distributors in the US distributors that speak Spanish will get to start that beta testing process on the 8th. And our goal is to have this to you as soon as possible, but we want to be able to tweak and tighten anything up that we need to before we launch it company-wide, and it's going to be awesome. All right, so that was the housekeeping. Let's get into some of the good stuff, shall we? By the way, if you're not reading Win the Day by Mark Batterson, I would encourage you to do that. When you think of It Works, we're going to think about winning. It starts right here in the mind. And so many important reminders in this book. For those of you that have been doing this for a long time, you'll be like, oh yeah, forgot about that one. Or, ooh, I need to do that one. And again, somebody with a winning mindset is not somebody that allows disappointments of what didn't happen last month to distract them from what they're going to focus on this month. And again, we know this business, it's simple. Don't complicate it. The basics of the business is bringing on new customers, bringing on new distributors, running your auto ship, bringing in volume. And then obviously we want to help our people rank up and build their businesses, right? And it's really relationship based. And how do you earn the right to speak into somebody's life and to push them if they're not pushing hard enough, or if they're giving up on themselves a little too early? The relationship gives you the right to have that place to speak into somebody's life, okay? And so the relationship is everything in this business. Relationship is everything. And not just in your business, but as you're building your network, okay? So one of the things I want you to make sure you're focused on, if you're not already, remember, relationships are our greatest resource. So if you've got the March game plan, we give you ideas of how to expand your network on social media. Also, there's a place here where you can, what do you do when you start connecting with someone? How do you get them to that next step? Well, why not get them to try a 3-day sample of Skinny Brew or Sleepy Tea? How about getting on the phone, inviting them to one of your prospect calls or a FaceTime? How about having, we say coffee or lunch, but that might have to be virtually right now, depending on where you're living. And make sure you're using that Try It presentation if you need something to follow to help you know the various things to talk to. Now, just a reminder, every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a prospect call. You can bring your prospects and I will talk to them about the business for you, and I will help you get them on your team. I'll make that night the night that's kind of D-Day, right? Like the decision the day they make the decision to join your team. I know many of your leaders are doing those as well, and they should be happening often. They should be happening regularly throughout the week. So as those TikToks all of a sudden bring in a ton of connections, that you're able to connect them right away before it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Okay, so we've given you sample scripts on here to reach out and invite, and we've given you a tracker to keep track of your monthly steps to success. And I want you to know, for those of you who are completing your steps to success, we're doing a monthly recognition call where you get some private coaching. And I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing that this month for our winners in January. We'll do that again for our winners in February. And then obviously for those of you that do that in March. All right, let me see a couple of my notes. It's funny, we keep saying, a winning mindset starts in the mind. And a lot of times before we can actually experience a win, we have to see the win right here. So winning is a mindset, but winning and what it really looks like, that starts in the mind. Are you visualizing what that looks like to go diamond and to receive that first diamond check? Have you visualized what it looks like to pick up the phone and call that prospect that started engaging with you about your TikTok and talking to them about the business, to see their smile getting bigger and bigger because it's like they've been praying for this? When I'm reaching out to a prospect, this is what I'm thinking. God, I know there's no such thing as happenstance, and I know these are divine connections. Lord, help me meet a want, a need, or a hate that they have, and that It Works is meant to meet that need. I have such expectancy that the person on the other line of that message or at the other line of that phone call, they need what It Works has to offer, because I truly believe with every fiber of my being that everybody deserves to hear about It Works, because I believe It Works can solve a need. However, not everybody will. But it's my job to invite them, right? That's my job. That's what I can control. I can't control when the harvest comes or how big the harvest is, but I can surely control how many seeds I'm planting. And when we talk about doing the basics, I'm telling you, this game plan is going to walk you through. Do this with your team on your next power hour. Do this if you have a team Zoom tonight or tomorrow as you kick off the month. Make sure they printed off their March game plan goal sheet, and they're actively going through it and using it as a resource of how they can build their network, which builds their business, right? We don't call this net wishing, we call it networking. Oops, I just dropped that. All right, let me make sure I have, what was the other thing I wanted to, I heard this yesterday and I thought this is good. I'm gonna share this with you guys today. I heard somebody say yesterday, most people give up before they ever get a callus. Most people give up before they ever get a callus. Is that because it's too hard? It's a bit painful getting started, or even, doing the thing that you're doing? Think about that for a minute. Most people quit before they ever get a callus. And we know that callus is what's going to support them in going further. I had someone say to me once, "You are so much stronger than you think you are, Cammie." And that voice sticks in my head all the time. whether it's working out and I want to stop short, whether it's, making a bunch of calls, hearing some no's and being like, you know what, screw this. No, Cami, you're stronger than you think you are. It's not about the ones that don't want what you have. It's about the ones who do. And you're on a search to find them. It doesn't take many. It doesn't take many. Now, when I say that, it doesn't take many. I mean, if you're just signing up anybody and everybody and you're not qualifying them and making sure that they know what they're doing from a standpoint of like, this is incredible what we get to do every day, then don't be surprised if they're not doing much. But, when you truly get someone in that they're like, I'm ready for this. I've been praying for this. Sometimes they don't even know that yet, but if you're building that relationship, because we know relationship is our greatest resource, then you're going to see the fruits of that investment really take off. Okay. So, as you get clear about what you want, I want you asking yourself these 4 questions. Okay. And I want you to do this when we get off the call today. First of all, we got to think about, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, opportunities in front of you this month would be the promotions, the things that could work in your favor, and any threats that could keep you from going after it. Threats. What does that mean? Things that could stop you. Well, my kids, this is a busy month for my kids. Oh, my husband's traveling a lot this month. Oh, threats can steal your focus. And what I always love to do is look at my threats or my non-negotiables and put that on there first night. And I mean non-negotiables, you guys. Here's the deal. I remember early on in my business, I was volunteering at the church, nursery. And when it was boom season, I took myself off the nursery volunteer schedule. I really looked at the non-negotiables. And you guys, non-negotiables should be a Sabbath. A non-negotiable should be a date night with your spouse. But could your date night also include building your business, making some working date nights this month? You know what I'm saying. And so look at your strengths, look at your weaknesses, look at your opportunities this month, unique special opportunities, and look at your threats. We can always find why it's not convenient or the time is not right. But what really sets apart those who do from those who don't are the ones that look for the opportunities of making their dream a reality this month, of getting on the right pace, on the right track. My good friend Amanda Boucher went and presidential in her 2.0, and we're getting that all, make sure that all is good, and it actually is a promotion. But Amanda didn't just start pushing for ambassador last month. Amanda and I have been talking about presidential in her 2.0 spot for several months. But it's that work that she's been setting up that is what closed the deal on presidential, and now she's moving very quickly and aggressively towards ambassador in her 2.0 spot. Why do I say that? Because, whether you're at the beginning stages of the big goal that you've set or you're in the process of it and you're really looking to close it out, you got to start somewhere. And small beginnings is how it starts. Listen, you got to get clear about what you want. You got to get clear right now about what you want. What is most important to you right now? What is most important to you right now? And then you got to set your priorities accordingly. You got to get focused intentionally. Focus doesn't happen by chance. Winning doesn't happen by chance. It takes strategy, it takes intentionality, and it takes sacrifice. It really does. You got to get to work and you got to put in the time. And I promise you it's going to pay off. Don't get bored with the basics. Like building my network. No, consistency over long-term obedience, right? Being consistent activity, long-term obedience will reap massive results. It's not a matter of if, it's just when. So as I go back through these comments, I can't wait to engage with you a little bit. Don't be one of those people that wants the success but isn't willing to put in the sacrifice. That there is no sale on success. It requires work. But you know what? We put a whole lot of gas on the fire this month to help you reach those goals quicker, have some more fun doing it. And for those of us that we're going to hit the goal no matter what, you're going to make a little bit more because you do it now. So I'm excited for us. We got a lot of big things this month. Don't forget, every Tuesday this month, I'm going to be going live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Bring your prospects to that Zoom. We post those Zoom numbers in the different pages, the Road to VIP or the VIP page, so take advantage of that. Every Wednesday, Diamonds and Above, we're meeting together. We're continuing to level up our leadership game. So once you go Diamond, you get to join us on those Wednesday calls. VIPs, triples and above. US, can't wait to have you test that new influencer application through Connect. Help us work out any bugs there might be or the ease of use of it. And Spanish speakers in the US, we will get that out to you next week. And then hopefully we'll have it out to everybody very, very soon. Lots in front of us, so much to focus on. My question to you is, where are you going to focus? Winners focus on what they can control. Winners focus on who wants this. Winners focus on how we can plant more seeds, build our network, plant more seeds. I guarantee that this is going to be a massive month. There's a reason they call it March Madness. We like to call it Mark's Madness because it's also his birthday this month, and NCAA basketball tournament is just around the corner, and that's like a holiday around here. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me today. Take some time. Go through that March game plan. If you're not already reading Win the Day with Mark Batterson with us, definitely make that a priority. Your income will never surpass your mindset. I can promise you that. And so you want to grow your mind as you're growing your paycheck. It works hand in hand. All right, you guys, I love you, and I'm sure we will connect very, very soon.